Up to 60% of our body is made up of water. Now, water plays a crucial part in our bodily functions, things like regulating our body's temperature, things like flushing waste out of our body, lubricating our joints, and a ton of other things as well. We used to believe that drinking 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water a day was enough to drink. Now, that may be true for some people, but that's not true for everyone. What we're actually finding is if you can shoot for drinking about half of your body weight in ounces, that should be enough, and that's a good guideline to stick to. And unfortunately, even though water plays a huge part in our overall health and the way our body functions, many of us struggle to get enough water throughout our day. Some signs that might be showing that you might be dehydrated could be things like feeling fatigued or tired, having things like headaches, dizziness, lightheadedness, having a darker colored urine, or even just urinating less often, so possibly less than 4 times a day. So what I want to go ahead and do today is give you 5 quick and easy steps that you can start to implement into your life that can help you to start drinking more water throughout your day. Tip number 1 is to track your intake. Oftentimes, the biggest reason why we don't get enough water is because we don't know we didn't drink enough. There's a saying that says what doesn't get measured doesn't get done. Now figure out half of your body weight in ounces and set that as a goal for your day. So if you know your bottle is 12 ounces and you need 60 ounces, you're going to need to drink 5 of these. I actually have a water bottle that is 32 ounces, and the thing that I really like about this is that it actually has timestamps on this to drink twice a day. And so the first one says 9 a.m. I should be drinking the water bottle all the way down to 9 a.m. It goes all the way down to 12 p.m. and then it starts back over to 3 p.m. So I have to drink 2 of these a day to try to get as much water as I can, or as much as I need, and then the remaining water that I need usually will come from coffee or different foods that I eat, or just other beverages that I might drink throughout the day as well. But my goal is to drink 2 of these a day. The second tip is to drink water first. Now, this is especially true for my coffee drinkers. Now, many of my coffee drinkers oftentimes feel that they have to start their day with a morning cup of joe. Now, instead of doing that, I encourage you to use coffee as a reward, meaning that you can't drink your coffee until you've actually drank a glass of water. Now, if you're like me, that is a significant motivator for me to just chug a glass of water just so I can get to my morning cup of coffee. Tip number 3 is to make it easy. One of the biggest reasons why we don't drink enough water throughout the day is because it's not readily available. Now, if you're like me, I take a backpack to work, so I actually throw my water bottle in my backpack and I take it to work, and when I get to the office, I throw my backpack underneath my desk. Now, unfortunately, throughout the day, I never see my water bottle, so when I oftentimes leave for the end of the day, I oftentimes grab my backpack and I see my water bottle never touched and full of water. Instead, what I do now is when I get to the office, I take my water bottle, place it right in front of me on my desk. So that way, if I'm working on the computer or I go and see patients and I come right back to my desk, I see the water bottle right in front of me as a constant reminder that I need to drink more water. Tip number 4 is to make it visible. There's so many different types of water bottles out there in the market, and they can range from different sizes to different colors. They can be super expensive and they can be very inexpensive, and it can make choosing a water bottle very challenging. But what I've actually found is that many people oftentimes will get water bottles that are either insulated or they're completely blacked out or covered in a different color. Now, unfortunately, it prevents you from actually seeing as much water that you're actually drinking throughout the day. And what I found is that if you can't see it, you won't drink it. So what I recommend is that you actually purchase a clear water bottle, because I want you to make it as obvious as possible about how much water you drink throughout the day. So if you see that you've only drinking this much, it means like, hey, I got to start to pick up my water intake if I want to try to reach my goal throughout the end of the day. And so if you can see it, you'll drink it, and if you can measure it, then it'll actually get done. And the last tip is to add some flavor. Many of my patients struggle with drinking enough water because of one of 2 reasons. Either 1, they don't like the taste of water, or 2, they're just bored with it. So I oftentimes will recommend adding some flavor. Now, there's a ton of different natural additives that you can put in there, sweeteners, but I actually try to recommend just doing things like infusing some berries into the water, adding some mint leaves, or even just some cucumbers, or even just squeezing some lemon juice into the water. Those are my top 5 tips for helping myself and many of my patients drinking more water throughout the day. Now, it's just like any habit. It's going to take some work and it's going to take some time. But if you stay consistent, you're going to find yourself drinking more water, but you're also going to start to experience the many health benefits that come with it as well. I hope you like this video. Please click on that like button, subscribe to our channel to see more health tips just like this, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless.